What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Marvel Legends Face-Off Hulk and Leader 2-pack from Toy Biz. It comes with some really cool stuff. This was a 2-pack that I was really looking forward to getting like a long time ago, and I kind of passed it up, and I was like, you know, I really like Hulk, but... And I could never really actually find this set. I always found the open mouth set, and I never really was a big fan of that look for Hulk. I kind of wanted the a little bit of a grimace from him, but not this angry all the time staring at me, yelling at me in the face. So I finally picked this 2-pack up, as you've probably seen in my unboxing or haul video, whatever you want to call that. But here they are. They're in this nice clamshell packaging here. And I got to back it up a little bit because Hulk is a little bit larger than the normal action figure, which he should be. But this is one of my favorite Hulks, to be honest with you, and I'm finally so glad to add him to my collection. But it comes in this nice, like I said, clamshell. It does include a comic book, a trading card, a flight stand, the 2 figures, and I'm pretty sure a backdrop scene in the background. So turning it around to the back, these are the other figures in the series. You have the much sought after Captain America, Face-Off Captain America, and Red Skull, and they came with the unmasked Captain America, and he came with the Baron von Strucker variant. And then next you have the another really nice 2-pack is the Daredevil and Kingpin 2-pack, and they also came with variants with a unmasked Daredevil and a grimacing all-black suited Kingpin. And then you have the 2-pack we're about to take a look at right now, and then you have the 2 variants with the open mouth, and then the classic leader with the tall head. This is the more modern leader we're going to take a look at right now. Also on the back, if you want to pause and read the little read-up, you can. And then you have their power grids, which is right here for the Hulk. And there it is for Leader. So, there you go. We're going to take Hulk and Leader out of this packaging. I know a lot of you Marvel Legends fans are probably like, no, don't open it, no! But, you know, toys are meant to be played with and set up and displayed and whatnot. So that's what we're going to do. That's the whole point of this review. So... yeah, so stay tuned. We'll get Hulk and Leader out of packaging and see what they have to offer. Be right back. Okay, and we're back with the Hulk and Leader out of packaging, and I gotta say they're pretty decent figures. They're pretty good. Like I said, this is probably my favorite Marvel Legends Hulk, and which isn't very many Hulks. I think I have the first appearance gray Hulk. I would like to get the first appearance, well, technically, first appearance for the green when they made him green. But I would like to pick those up just because, you know, I'm a big first appearance kind of collector, I guess. Anything first appearance I would like to get. Like I would like to probably pick up the classic Leader as well. But I just moved my mac and cheese over here. They do come with a trading card here. Oh, this was the old school, I guess, kind of like a Magic the Gathering called the Versus system, or whatever the heck it's called, from Upper Deck. And you got a picture of the Hulk grabbing the Leader, about to give him a good pounding. So, and it says crushing blow, and I guess it's worth 2 points. So I don't know. Anyway, I never played that game. I don't intend to. So. The other thing that they came with was this nice flight stand and a little backdrop display. It does come with 2 flight stand sticks, and you just kind of peg them in like so, just kind of like the Punisher one, which I showed you. And they have 2 knobs on both sides, and you can loosen these like so, and then adjust them to where you want them to stand. I don't really think you need a flight stand with this 2-pack, to be honest with you, but it's nice that they actually offered it, especially with the Hulk. I don't really think he's going to be on a flight stand anytime soon. But he does have a peg hole in the back for the flight stand right there, and as does Leader on his back. So there's the flight stand. Let's just toss that out of the way, and I'll bring this display in and show you what they have. They kind of have some. It looks like it's got the shield helicarrier right there. Looks like a shield base maybe. You got some mandroids right there, which is pretty cool. The yellow version of the mandroids, as opposed to the other BAF ones that we got. Looks like some more shield agents or something like that going on. They're shooting at both of these guys. So pretty cool. And then we'll just bring that out of the way there. And it also comes with a comic, which I will take out of the packaging. I don't know why I didn't do that. Sorry guys. Not trying to hold you up. But also comes with a the comic, which is the Incredible Hulk 115. I'm guessing this is the classic leader look because he's got the elongated head. So, and this version being the more modern look. So there you go. Comes with that comic. Look forward to reading it. Bringing leader and the Hulk back in here. I'll start discussing how I feel about the leader first. Let me just set Hulk aside. Hulk not happy, you do him. You do leader first. Sorry, Hulk. Be patient. Hulk no like patience. Hulk angry. Why are you so angry, Hulk? Because Hulk don't like when he's second best. Hulk, but you're my favorite Hulk. Oh, okay, I go in corner. Okay. So anyway, he's gonna go in the corner and take 5. What you say? I said you're just going to take 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, so talking about leader here. He's pretty cool looking. The head is nice and bulbous. You can definitely tell the brain kind of gives off that Mars Attacks look. Anyway, so you go with that. The head does, as far as his articulation goes, his head does move side to side. Doesn't really want to look up, it's just kind of eye level. He does look down a little bit. His arms have a good range of motion going up and down, and he can do a full 360 rotation. He's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He's got a glove swivel, a wrist hinge, and finger articulation, which is pretty nice. And he just pretty much makes a fist with this hand, and the other hand is kind of like the open gripping hand. But the fingers do move on both sides. They're just sculpted differently. He does have no ab crunch. He does have a waist swivel though. He's got T-jointed hips which go forward, and they do go back, and they do go out. So you can really get him into some splits. He does have an upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He does have a boot swivel, an ankle hinge, which goes forward and back, and a tiny ankle pivot. A little bit of an ankle pivot. It is there, though. Maybe mine just needs to get a little loosened up. But he does stand a little awkward, as you can see right here. This is his leg straight, and that one's a little bowed, but nothing a little hot water can't fix, so I'm not too worried in that department. Just pulled this guy out of package, and this is pretty much how he wants to stand right now. So, and he does have some really nice sculpting. Let me just get in here with the sculpting. I mean, he's really got a nice, evil, maniacal, sinister look to him. And as you can see, there's some paint shading going on with some yellows on his green brain here on the top of his head. And he does have a nice, very sinister handlebar mustache. I like my handlebar mustache like listening to Danzig and Motorhead. But it looks pretty cool, and definitely digging that. And he is very green when it comes to his head sculpt. The rest of his suit is pretty well sculpted. It's nicely sculpted throughout. His whole chest piece right here is sculpted. You can tell there's some armor there. Even his bicep bands here are sculpted, very nicely done. His whole collar is sculpted and raised up. So are his shoulder pads here. Also, his gloves / gauntlets, if you want to call them that, they are nicely sculpted, and his boots are sculpted very nicely as well. Just get in there. There are some strange paint defects, like right around here, and a little bit in the line work right there, but nothing too crazy. It's not really that bad. I mean, you really have to take a good, hard look at it to really notice it. They got some paint shading going on throughout the shoulders here, a little bit of black paint shading, and on the bicep there, and on the thighs right here on the side. I know the Face-Off series were known for a lot of QC issues with what was it, paint defects and paint chipping and stuff like that, but I don't have any problems here with Leader. So Leader looks pretty good, so let's just set him aside and we'll get to the real reason I wanted this 2-pack. I mean, I wanted both because I didn't have either figure, but this is the real reason why I wanted it, because this Hulk is just absolutely one of my favorites. Yeah, looks really good. He's in the right scale, I think. Maybe he could be a little bit taller, but I think he's pretty good size. Leader's actually much taller. I'll bring in the Punisher here, which I did from the other Face-Off 2-pack. Punisher's got a little bit of a peanut head, doesn't he? I got a little peanut head. Maybe that's why I want to kill people all the time. But Leader is a little bit taller than, well, much taller actually than the Punisher here. So, and this is based on the Shield body buck, and that body buck is actually pretty tall. But here he is standing up next to the Hulk, so you got your size comparison there. Hulk's in pretty good proportions, I think. And there he is standing up next to Leader. So there you go. Okay, setting you aside again, sir. As far as his articulation goes, I gotta back up a little bit here. Hopefully I get everything on camera. I can't really see the camera. But his head does swivel side to side. It does look pretty much eye level right there, because he's sculpted as a hunch over. It does look down, so that's good. His arms move up about that far, and they do move down. He's a little bit stiff. He can do a full 360 rotation. No, maybe not. No, he's limited. He can't do a full 360. Because of the sculpting of his body right here. So he cannot. But his arms go up about that far, and they do have a bicep swivel. A single bend at the elbow. He does have a wrist swivel. A wrist hinge. And he does have finger articulation, which is kind of awkward. I would have preferred a fist on one side and maybe an open hand on the other. Maybe the gripping hand keep on this side, but this side maybe should have been a fist, I think. He does have T-jointed hips, which I believe, yes, T-jointed hips right here. He also has a waist swivel, but no ab crunch. And I actually prefer him without the ab crunch. He's a much larger and heavier figure, and with larger and heavier figures, you want to give them too much articulation, because then they'll, their joints over time might start, I don't know, getting too loose, and then he'll flop over because maybe he's too heavy up top, and then the legs, I don't know. I just prefer the sculpt as opposed to the articulation over here. So he does have the T-joint hips, like I said, and they do go out and back, and he can do the splits about that far. He does have the upper thigh swivel, a single bend at the knee. He does have an ankle hinge, which goes forward and back, and he does have this different style ankle pivot, kind of the older style ankle pivot for the larger guys. And he also does have toe articulation. So he's pretty well articulated from the waist down, pretty well articulated. I would say there's probably more articulation in the waist down than the waist up. And better range of motion as well. But as far as his sculpt goes, let me just bring him in here. Sculpt looks really good with the face. This is why this one was my much more wanted over the other one. Not that the other one's, there's anything wrong with it, but this is the one to have, I think, out of the two. He also does have some green shading going throughout his black hair here. That looks really good. And his abdomen's got some black shading going throughout his pecs here, and his abs over there. And on the back, it's just plain green with a little bit of paint shading going throughout his back muscles. So that's pretty cool. And on the back, you have just his his purple pants, and just the basically he's wearing jeans. This look like jean. These jeans are really holding up, man. Let me tell you. stretchy jeans, I guess. But yeah, definitely a really nice 2-pack. If you can find them for a good price like I did, I would say definitely pick these guys up. Both of them are really, it's a solid 2-pack. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching.